I had a dream recently, and the Lord showed me simultaneous and successive miraculous births taking place in the lives of believers on a scale that had never been seen before. The Lord showed me in this dream that previous impossibilities to the birthing of promises taking place in the lives of believers had suddenly broken after a long period of waiting. When the sudden breaking took place, the sense surrounded me of waters breaking and the blockages broken, and not only was the birthing coming forth, but multiple miraculous births. It was as if a breakthrough and shift had taken place that was not only seeing one promise in lives of believers coming forth, but multiple. It was like a domino effect of birthing that was taking place. As I pondered this dream before the Lord, I could hear the testimony of believers all across the earth, and they were crying out, "Praise Jesus, there are births everywhere." Where many believers had been surrounded by impossibility on what seemed like every side, there was such a shift that was taking place that now, instead of impossibility screaming on every side, there was life and birthing everywhere. A much-loved and familiar passage to me surrounded me loudly in the Spirit. "The season has changed, the bondage of your barren winter has ended, and the season of hiding is over and gone. The rains have soaked the earth and left it with bright blossoming flowers. The season for singing and burning the vines has arrived. I hear the cooing of doves in our land, filling the air with songs to awaken you and guide you forth. Can you not discern this new day of destiny breaking forth around you? The early signs of my purposes and plans are bursting forth. The budding vines of new life are now blooming everywhere. The fragrance of their flowers whispers, there is change in the air." Song of Songs 2:11-13, TPT. The feeling of a spring day surrounded me in the Spirit. The sense of life, the sense of new life, the sense of thriving, the sense of blossoming, the sense of flourishing, the place of deep awakening to His love that was deeper than it had ever been before. The songs and sounds of harvest surrounded. The sound of healing surrounded. The sound of joy surrounded me. The sound of celebration in who He is, His kindness, goodness, and love enveloped me. I could feel the refreshing of His Spirit like a waterfall. I knew in that moment that the Lord was bringing such refreshment, such a reintroduction to His love and power in the lives of many. Revival of first love fire. The Lord showed me that in the battles, trials and oppositions that many have faced, some for a long time, others over the last few years, but both with the common denominator of the hardship feeling like it has significantly increased in the last while, I saw many feeling so dry. They were feeling so dry and hearts feeling so numb, and looking back on their history with the Lord and crying out to Jesus, "I want to feel the passion of first love like I did at first." There was such a deep cry within hearts as they felt this dryness and numbness that had taken up space in their hearts, and they longed to burn for Jesus again with fiery passion. Their love for Him had not wavered, but they so longed for the place of deep joy, and to be touched so deeply again by His love and fiery presence, like they did at first. I heard the Lord speak over these ones, "Receive a revival of first love," and I saw what looked like a pillar of fire fall upon them, and immediately I knew they were receiving a fresh baptism of fire. A fresh baptism of the fire of His love, and the fire of His presence. Not only did the fire of His presence and love completely consume them, and ignite their hearts afresh. The weariness, the dryness, the discouragement, the trauma and grief many have been carrying and feeling, suddenly falling away, they were entering into a realm of encountering His heart that they had not entered into before. His words surrounded them, branded with my kindness. Immediately I saw the eyes of Jesus burning with flames of fire, the gaze of His love, His eyes locked with theirs, His look of such deep, ferocious, unrelenting, unconditional love, broke open their hearts. They began to weep and weep and weep as His love, His power and His presence consumed every part of them. There was deep transformation taking place within their hearts. A deeper awakening to abiding in Christ, John 15, was filling them. A deep rest in His love was blossoming within them, an invitation and deeper understanding of what it means to abide in Him, and his word was before them. The Lord showed me that these ones had experienced a very long season of fire and fiery trials, but this baptism of fire was signaling a shift taking place in their lives, that the greatest fire that they would know is the fire of his love, and their hearts burning for him again, that was not dependent upon circumstances. The fire within them was going to burn stronger within them than the fires that raged around them. It was a fresh baptism of fire. It was a revival of first love fire. Cry out for the fresh baptism of fire. It's upon you.